Hello everyone, my name is Michael Young and welcome back to Factorio on the Sea Block mod. So, we're in a pretty good state right now. I feel like we're slowly making more power, more solar power. We have all this, we have at least 2 of these crystal edges going full time pretty much. We've got a lot of slag, we don't have as much, we need to keep pushing our, well, actually I guess we have slag backed up. Anyway, we need to keep on pushing our landfill. It's an issue always. Let's grab this slag to make sure these machines are still going. Okay, so there are still problems. Like, it looks like mineralized water is too high, so let's turn some of these off just for a little bit. I think what's happened is that we've actually backed up our coal line the entire way, so that now we're not able to consume as much of this as we need to be, which is a good problem to have. It means I can probably expand my power. But I'm waiting to move this first. I want to move these, and then we'll expand up, and then further over. So we need more landfill. And we're actually getting quite a bit of landfill with this backed up. Still doing it all by hand, but that seems fine. Do we? Yes, we have carbon. Alright. And we just picked up some slag, so we can go put that in something. Here. Okay, we're starting to have problems here. Why is that not outputting fast enough? Because it's going too fast. We're actually generating enough of this sulfuric wastewater that we can't get rid of the sulfur fast enough. Maybe just for now. Maybe I'll clear out. Oh well. We need to keep this going. We ran out of copper. Yeah, copper seems to be our main problem at the moment. I still can't believe that somebody said on the forums that they had red science automated by the 5th hour. I mean, let's see. We are 21 hours into this game, and I still don't have a single line of any mineral, any plates. I'm like grabbing plates piecemeal. Oh well. Maybe other people are simply that much better than me. Too much badness, not enough goodness, as I like to say. It's clearing up a little bit, yeah. Enough that these can be going full at it. Okay, let's check our circuits. I have a feeling that we are short on tin. Yeah, we don't have any more tinned wire. Well, this will give us. That will keep us going for a bit. Always use more solar panels. But yeah, it looks like this entire part of the base is going idle slowly, and we're still not fully backed up, but soon we will be. There, I want to see what this is. I think I know what it is. I think it's just a regular assembler machine that can do certain products faster. But, yeah, if so, I'm not sure what the virtue of it is. But either way, we'll make one and look. I guess that that alone is enough to make it worth doing. Okay, we need to figure out the ratio of all this stuff. Because I want to set up like a lot of these, pretty much. I want to set up a bunch of crystallizers, feeding a bunch of ore crushers, feeding a bunch of sorting facilities, feeding blast furnaces to induction furnaces to casting machines. And the casting machines will be how we get our first line of each set of plates. And then from there, we can start actually building stuff and automating red and green science way out there. I know I said we're going to do this, we need to do that. Maybe we should not abandon this yet. I should really just put these on the line, so I could just have them feed themselves, rather than having to do it myself. But laziness and other excuses. How's this going? Okay, all the way back down to half on mineral. Let's let some of this second one go. There. We'll even give it the faster inserter. You know, could we fix that with a pump? Do we even have pumps yet? No, we don't have pumps yet. Okay, we should get pumps. Anyway, this is going fine, that's fine. I'm actually a little surprised at how smoothly everything is going. Even if it is really, really slow. Okay, let's go place some solar panels. Solar is still the majority of our power in the day, but in over an entire hour, over 10 minutes time, it's still less than steam. And significantly less over longer periods while we're still building up. But yeah, it's cool. You can really see the increase in solar power when we can really tell the point where we got the solar power researched. That took a long time to do. There was a couple episodes, a couple hours there where I was just spending a lot of time handcrafting green science to get that done before we had anything automated. But I think it paid off. I think that we're in such a better position right now that it was worth the initial problems. But we need to make sure this is still going, so... yeah, okay. Move. We need to make some walking room. Whenever I'm trying to go around from place to place, we keep running into pipes. Oh, we do have pumps. We have pumps. Can we use them to... Oh, well, also, we got one of these. I just want to take a look at it. Ooh, it's small. It's a tiny little thing. Ooh, I didn't realize that. That's cute. It's really cute looking. Let me just put one next to each other. A regular assembler. Oh, it's adorable. Okay, so all it can do is things from intermediate products and casting. Wire. And that kind of thing. Interesting. We'll have to think about how we can apply that. But that's just adorable. That's darling. Alright, I'm gonna turn in the rest of this so we can start getting some lead and tin again. Anyway. We can't build more of these because we don't have enough solder. I thought we have a lot of solder sitting in a chest. We have a bit of solder sitting in a chest. There, now we can build a ton more of these things. Move. We need more tin though. We're out of these components. Is this backed up? It's pretty close to backed up. Mineralized water. It's getting... Maybe we should cut the second one down again? Wait, we were gonna make a pump and see if that fixed anything. We made it. There we go. So can we choose a recipe for assembling? What? Apparently pumps are part of intermediates now. Okay. Well, that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted... Pump. I want one of these pumps. Yeah. Which needs engines, right? Anyway, but I want to make it so that this only adds mineralized water when it needs to. I haven't figured out a way for that to happen. Instead, we just have to keep on turning things on and off. Otherwise, these get backed up. See, it's not cleaning the sulfuric waste because there's too much mineral water. And now sulfuric waste is getting... Well, actually, no, we just drained it all. Okay, never mind. I don't want to waste the sulfuric waste. That's very valuable stuff, to an extent. Would this help? No, I don't think so. We need the inverse of an overflow. Only allows output if only flows if the output side is below some number. But apparently there isn't something like that. Anyway. Okay, we need to figure this out. I wanna get this whole... I wanna figure out the ratios of these things. So... That's a second. Time to do some math. Alright. So, starting from the crystallizer. Crystallizer has a speed of 1.5. That's... There. Stop it. Crystallizer has a speed... Is it, we go to the left? Yeah, we are. So, crystallizer... Where is the crystallizer? That's not a crystallizer. This. Crystallizer has a speed... 2 L's in crystallizer. It's a speed of 1.5. The recipe in particular that we're looking for, crystallizing to ore. Or actually, what else? Okay, what else? What other recipes are there? They're all 4. Okay. Crystallizing to ore. Recipe speed is 4. 4. So it actually gets done in 2.66 seconds per item. Okay, and the recipe produces... What does it produce? Just one? Yeah, just one. Okay. And the output is 1 ore. Okay, the next step along the way is the ore crusher. Which has a speed of 1.5, and science is happening. Let's get fluid handling. I said... No, I don't care about this. This isn't helping. Let's get cement, sure. No, let's get fluid handling because I keep on looking at it thinking it'll be useful. Well, we should make sure that this is going right. Just take... Why don't we have a backup anymore? A little bit of backup. How is the mineralized water? It's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's maxed out. Okay. This is what we needed. We need to spend some time getting our landfill built up before we can expand into new areas. Okay, but back to what we're doing. So, ore crushers have a speed of 1.5. The particular recipe is a one speed. Is 1. So the actual speed is every 0.66 seconds. The output is 2 crushed ore. So we really need so 1 ore crusher. The input's just 1 ore too, right? Yeah, just 1. Well, 2 crushed ore and 1 rock, but I'm not worried about that at the moment. The ratio of those two. The crystallize, well. So each crystallizer can hold, well, each ore crusher can handle 4 crystallizers. That's worth noticing. That might be a good ratio. We'll see how that works out. Yeah, a lot of these machines are interesting. They're not easy to figure out the ratios for because they have different speeds. Like this has a speed of 1.5, and that's pretty standard. The normal assembly machines have speeds of... Oh, that's a blue one. Speeds of 0.5, then 0.75. The liquefiers are 1.5. So these are actually... The liquefiers are actually twice as fast as the assembly machines. What about these? These are 1.25, the chemical plants. And these are crafting speed 1. So anyway, it's just tricky to pay attention to. I have to spend more time thinking about the machines this time, as opposed to in the base game where everything is 0.75. Well, pretty much everything is being built by assembling machines, so it's all 0.75 or whatever the blue ones are. I can't hold it all. I just want to get tin going so that we can come back and then go carry it over to the tinned wire maker place. to our back to the thing we were looking at before we got interrupted. Oh, that needs some carbon. Okay, okay. So the next step after the crusher is the sorting facility. Okay, the crusher outputs 2 crush door. So the sorting facility, how much does it need? Okay, it is of speed, or sorting, is of speed 0.75. The recipe is time of 1 and needs 4. I should add a column for that. Input, output. Inputs 50. Or is it 25 or 50? I forget. It's 25. Sludge. The input for this is 1 or the input for sorting, recipe speed 1, right? Yeah, and it needs 4 crushed. And its output is complicated. Its output is 2 of the primary ore, and then some residual. Two of the primary. So, let's see. The actual time is 1.33, so really, we would need how many crushers? Okay, wait a minute. So it's an ore crusher supports 4 crystallizers. Whereas this is going to be the other way around. This is going to need 2. Is that right? Wait a minute. No, that's not right. It's not just about time. It's about the speed. It's about how much is being produced. So this needs that times 2. So when that runs twice, then this can go once. What? But that's clearly not what's happening. In this, well, maybe it would be. Wait a minute, so I'm just gonna watch this. Okay, that runs once. Then it waits. Then it runs twice. And then I can go. So every time that runs twice, I can go. And my speed is half the speed. So really, it's 1 to 1. It just right now these are idle a lot because the ore crushers are idle a lot. That's interesting. I just hadn't realized that. So ore crushers are pretty hefty. Okay, so from there, well, the output of that is 2 of each primary ore every 1.33 seconds, or 1.33 ticks, whatever. So the next step is blast furnace. Okay, wait, before we do that, let's go and make sure that slag's happening. No point wasting time letting it back up. How's mineral ore? It's gone. There's none of it left. Real ratio problems here. Let's grab some of that carbon. Keep having to resupply these, and we shouldn't do it with coal. Okay, blast furnace is the next step. Blast furnace. So its speed, okay, it needs some carbon. Its speed is 1. The recipe it's doing in particular is speed 4. And they're all speed 4, it looks like. The actual is 4, obviously. The input is 24 ore. And the output is 24 ingots. And it takes 4 seconds. So let's see. How many sorting facilities we use? This is complicated because we're gonna have it's gonna be the secondary ore from a different facility. So we can always just cut this number in half if we are talking about iron and copper, but for the other ones it would be the actual number. So, or by a third. Anyway, to get we're gonna need 12 runs of this, and each run takes 1.333 seconds. So we're gonna need 16 ore facilities? No, that's not right. That's not right. We're gonna need 12 runs of that, and each one takes 1.33. Wait a minute, I'm doing this wrong. Was that right? Yeah, okay, it's not about the... Okay. So it's going to be... In 4 seconds, we need this to run 12 times. So... Is that right? That wasn't... I think that might have been the wrong direction. Let me just map this out. So, if we were to have an ore sorter producing 24 of these, it would take that times 12. It would take 16 seconds. So we would need 4 of these to keep a blast furnace fully engaged. Yeah, that's the number I want. I want, so, okay, effectively it is 0.25 blast furnaces per sorter. But really what that means is, is 4 sorters per blast furnace. But that would need 16 crystallizers, so that's just silly. Not at the moment, at least. That's way out of our reach. What's the next step? The induction furnace. So the induction furnace is this boring doing this on screen? Should I like be coming back? I don't know. I'm not really viewing this as a tutorial let's play. I'm kind of just saying here's how I did when I was trying to play this game. And I spent a lot of time spreadsheeting. So this recipe is taking it's a 4-second recipe. So again, it takes 4 seconds. It needs 120, or it needs 12 ingots. And outputs 120, what do they call this? Molten copper. Molten ore. So it's the same speed, so really this is producing 24 every 4 seconds, and this is only eating 12 every 4 seconds. So we need 2 furnaces per, 2 inductions per blast. Okay. And then the final step is the casting machine. Let's just make this dynamic. Okay. The casting machine has a speed of 1. The recipe speed is 4. So that's convenient. It's always that 1-4 seems to be the rule for this. So I'm kind of getting the impression that the Angel stuff has interesting ratio, pretty much all the same ratio. The Bob stuff is weird. It's going all over the place. Maybe I'm not seeing it right there. So the actual's 4. The input is 40 molten copper. And the output is 4 plates, right? It doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure it's 4 plates. Yeah, 4 copper plate. Yeah, it says there, 4 copper plate. 4 plate. Alright, so every 4 seconds it's heating up 40, and this is producing 120 every 4 seconds. So we need 3 casting machines per induction furnace. Right? I'm a little I don't like this thing in the middle. That's where I got tripped up, but I think it works out. So let's say I'm going to do 4 crystallizers. That would let me, I would need to do a ratio of 4 crystallizer, all feeding into 1 crusher, feeding into 1 blast furnace that's going to be bored most of the time. And then I would have so actual, let's see, so we'll have this as the input. We're going to say we're going to have 4. Then this would be, what does this mean? 1 per ore crusher. Now I confuse myself again. We're gonna have 4 of these, and that will mean we'll have to have point. So this really should be 0.25, right? Like that. This should be that divided by that. So I need 0.25 ore crushers per crystallizer. Right. So that's equals that times that. I'll need 1, and then I'll need 1 of these per that. And 0.25 of these. I keep on clicking it wrong. For that. Which equals that. Then 1 of those. And then 2 of those, and then 6 of those. Really? 6 of those? Am I sure that's right? I guess so. Let me just math that out again, just to be safe. So we're gonna have. Okay, let's deal slag and stuff. Otherwise, our factory's gonna just sit idle too long. Okay. So, just a quick idiot check, just to make sure I didn't screw something up. So, we have 4 crystallizers. 4 crystallizers are going to be producing 4 ore. 4 times that. Per minute, we'll say 60 divided by that. So it's going to be producing 90 ore per minute. And then in a minute, we can run this 90 times, assuming that 1 ore and creating 180 crushed ore. And then we can take, in a minute, we can take, this will run 45 times. And take 2 crushed ore and turn it into 2 primary ore. So we end up with 90 primary ore. Then the blast furnace in a minute is going to run 15 times. And each time it runs, it's going to take... It's not going to find 90. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, it's going to be idle most of the time. So in that time, it's going to take that 90 and turn it into 90 more. It's gonna turn into 90 ingots. Kinda. Right? So far so good. Okay, so we're at 90. Right now we have 90 ingots. Using this ratio, 4, 1, 1, 1. And then we're saying we're gonna need 2 inductions to deal with the 90, right? That's kind of the idea. So this will say 60, this will run 15 times, and in those 15 times, it's going to take 90, it's going to take 7.5, it's going to produce 7.5, that's not going to work. It's going to, okay, it's going to, it's the minute length that's going to ruin things. It's going to take those 90 and turn them into 900 molten. Right? But that doesn't have to do with the time. 15 times. Wait a minute. This is going to run 15 times. Each time it's going to take 12 and turn it into So it can at most support. How many did I say I was going to have? 2. So in 15 times, I apologize if this is just incoherent. I'm very confused. In 15 times, it's going to grab that much ore. It's going to grab 180, which is wrong. I have it the wrong. I have it backwards. There's only 90 going to be available. So I did something wrong. Right? Ah! What am I doing wrong? My spreadsheet powers are failing me. Let me just start over again. The crystallizers, 4 crystallizers are going to run 60. Are each going to run 90 times? No, that doesn't make any sense. I'm doing this wrong. So 4 crystallizers are going to run over 60 seconds. Are going to run 90 times. Same way to get the same answer. And in those 90 times, they're going to produce 90 ore. The 90 ore is going to go through there 90 times and produce 180. The 180, the ore sorting is going to run 45 times. And it's going to... Well, is it going to run 45 times? It's going to have potential to run 45 times. And each time, it's going to take 4 crushed. It's going to take that divided by 4 and add 2. So it's going to... Okay. That was exactly the same thing we had before, wasn't it? Yeah. In those 45 times, it's going to take the 180 crushed ore and turn it into 90 primary ore. Then the blast furnace is going to... This is where things get confused. In 60 minutes, it's going to run 15 times. But it's not. We don't think it's going to be active that many times. If it only has 90 input, then it can only run... it's... How much output we're going to get? We're going to get 90 output. So its input is going to be... It can read it in 24 at a time. So it's going to run 3.75 times. And in those 3.75 times, it's going to create 90 ingots. That makes sense. Okay. So we have 90 ingots at the end of this. Then it'll take, to process the 90 ingots, we need our induction furnace, which can take ingots 12 at a time. We'll have to take 7.5 runs, which it can do in... Okay, wait a minute. So 3.75 runs of the blast furnace will take 15 seconds, which is less time than it's less than 60, which is the total time it took to generate the inputs. To run 7.5 times, the induction furnace will take 30 seconds, so it'll be idle half the time. So I did have this backwards. This is not 2, it's 1/2. Because I did the wrong thing? Yeah, I think I treated that as if it was the wrong machine. Okay. So 0.7, good thing I mathed this out. So in those 7 runs, this is going to produce 7.5 times the output. Yeah. This is the induction furnace. So it's going to run 7.5 times and produce 900 molten. And then this needs to use up 900 molten. So we have 900 divided by 40 at a time. So it needs to run 22.5 times. To run 22.5 times, it's going to need 90 seconds. But this is all happening under 60 seconds, so we really need 1.5 machines. Does that agree with what I said? I didn't have anything written there. Equals that times that. 1.5. That's the ratio. Okay, so what if we were to mess with other things? If we were to have 6 crystallizers, that would not help things. If we were to have 2 crystallizers, we would need 8. If we have 8 crystallizers per ore, then it works out to more even numbers. That might be what we're going to aim at. 8 crystallizers. Except that we're kind of faking this middle step. Really, we're going to be getting multiple ore from multiple crystallizers. So effectively, we're getting 3 if it's all balanced. So how does that change things? Did anything use that? No, this was... Maybe we should have been using that. Yeah, we should have been using that. We weren't. We were just skipping it. Times 12, I said, but it's not really times 12. Why was I thinking it was times 12? Because we need that to run to get 24 times. It's really 24 divided by that number. Which messes everything else up. But it doesn't. It really only messes it up in terms of the. Well, no, it's the sorter that messes everything up. So the we'll need more blast furnaces. So if we were back down to 4, 1.375. We might just aim for 4 to begin with and just expect there to be overflow. This is just trying to get a basic idea of the magnitude of how many I need. And basically I need like 3 times as much of these as those. And I need like half as many of these as those. It's complicated. But I feel like we've gained something from the process. Thank you for bearing with me through all these trials and tribulations and all that stuff. How's our mineral water doing? It is full. Now we can stop this one again. Because these are having trouble dropping their mineral water. Eventually I'm betting there'll be enough mineral water for me to start throwing it away, because it'll only be produced as a product of cleaning the sulfuric acid. But not yet. Okay, let's get this going. Yeah. Wow, we have a lot of copper ore built up. I just clicked that wrong. Okay, we have nothing to do with the nickel or silicon yet. We could... No, I don't want to do that. We've got some extra sapphirite that we need to deal with. Some extra sapphirite ore from just turning on and off those recipes all the time. Let's do tin. Make sure we get that moving. Should I do... Nah, I think we have enough steel. Until we start really burning our steel, we're good. Anyway. Oh, let's grab some of this. There. I have to say, whenever I like start spreadsheeting something and then come back to the game, it's like waking up. I don't know. It's a weird sensation. We should be burning more solder. This needs lead. What did I just steal? Oh, I just picked up my own thing. How are we doing? Oh, we can place one of these adorable little things, can't we? Let's do that. We'll place these right there. You are going to make these circuits, and we can go ahead and supply you from places. Well, from boxes at the moment. Have some solder. Have some components. I guess we could. But really, we should put a box, because it's going to output fast. I should put a fast inserter there, because there will be many. We could upgrade that to a better assembler. Eventually I want all this on the bus so we can just let it happen automatically when we get distracted by math and things. Alright, so how are we doing in terms of these? We can make a few more. We've got a ton of landfill. Still having some mineral issues, because this is all backed up. Let's fix this. This is bothering me. It's like messing with my OCD or whatever. Which is bad to say, you know, it's being insensitive to people with mental illnesses or whatever. It's so much nicer looking, except for that. That looks terrible. We need to fix that. That's just No, 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 no. It's all out of alignment. In fact, it's kind of in the wrong place, too. Let's put this up here. Oh, we need more land. There. There. That's the better side. How many of these we got now? Up to 121. Very nice. Oh, nice. During the day, we've almost knocked the wow, what's it called? Well, we dropped the steam engine production down to 0, but that's just because half of our electrolyzers are sitting doing nothing. Okay, we got some problems over in our furnace area. How's this going? Ran out of... which was that? What don't you have enough of? You don't have enough boards? Ah, ran out of copper. Copper. I guess technically we don't need to store that. Let's just let that happen. Isn't this little assembler adorable? I really like it. Anything more there? Needs more lead? These algae pits are not adorable. I just looked at that close, zoomed in, without the icon up there. That's kind of, Wouldn't want to take a bath in that. What were we doing? We were going to place some solder up here. No plates. Did we do the thing we said we're going to do? Yeah, we did. Okay, good. Okay. So much iron. Is this? Not working because it needs coal? No, it's not working because it has no output. Okay. Oh, should put this in there. Are we gonna need the ore for other things? Like, can I just replace one with the next? Copper ore. We could turn it into ingots, or we could turn it. Yeah, we're gonna need it because we'll need it for catalysts. So even though we're not gonna be able to like take a line of ore and turn it into a line of plates, we'll need to have a line of ore that some of it becomes plates and some of it continues on to become catalysts or paste. Or processed copper. What's paste for? For making artifacts. From rubies? Where'd I get rubies? From raw rubies. Where'd I get raw rubies? From ruby ore. Where'd I get ruby ore? From crystal catalyzing crystal seedlings. Or from yellow geodes. Or red geodes. Where'd I get geodes? From from hydro refining. Which makes there's so much more to this. Okay. I was all proud because we'd spent all this time mathing out like a 6-step process. But now there's like 8 more steps beyond that are, and some are alternate paths. Okay. Well. It can't hurt to have more landfill or to have more solar panels. It's kind of like when all else fails, make solar. That's got plenty of tinned wire. This is backed up. Mineral water is at half, so it's fine. Slag could be better. In fact, let's just go ahead and double up this so I can read in slag faster. And why is it only one side of the belt? Should we... I thought we did something to fix that further back down the line. It doesn't matter. We're going to replace this entire bit. Okay, I'm going to take a break right there. I think we passed the hour a bit ago. I didn't notice. So thank you everyone for watching. My name is Michael Young. This is Factorio on the Sea Block Mod.